Hello. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Tuesday, February 27th. It is 8:59. 9. It is 9 now. 9 a.m. 9 o'clock. All right. We had a market yesterday and before yesterday and the day before that were really bad days. The tempo in these days, particularly the last two, were excruciating slow. We have a perfect opportunity to take a short here because the market just didn't have it here. Once the market, I guess after taking this high, it gap, it just wasn't there. You got to be able to see that. But the rest of the day was really, really bad. It has left the day form two distributions. The distribution were not closed. And yesterday also the market did not close, but check this out. Check where this high is at. Exactly at this day's hardback. It's a mechanical high here, what we have here. It's an indication who is doing the selling. And if we open, I hope you have noticed this yesterday. It was, you can see that traders were trying to, redo or replay what happened the day previous. And they did it, right? They did. If short-term traders, very, very short-term traders did a replay of the previous day. This is some example of the short-term traders or laggards, or I don't think these are laggards, right? But short-term traders are not necessarily wrong, or are not necessarily on the losing side all the time, right? Or momentum traders. But you could see, right? You could see that buyers, the traders that buy the dip were just not having a good day here, not here. The tempo was excruciating, slow volume. Look at the volume, pretty much similar. These 2 days are about the same. And yesterday, we have 3 times. In this day, the market was bought like 4 or 5 times from this area here. Right? And now, yesterday, surprise, it's been sold now from that area, right? 3 times sold. So this is more of the same, right? It was sold multiple times from what is a reference that everybody can see, the 5100. And again, after that, another selling, another time market sold from daily held-back. POC is also held back, and this late pullback low is what I am monitoring here. Is the pullback of this day here. Right, it is a pullback here. It is a day when the market has a substantial rally, a big gap. You can see value is moving lower, but the way how it's moving, the way how this market is moving lower is very, very, very questionable, right? Mostly powered, fueled by short-term traders. I wouldn't be surprised if this level is taken back, this one or this one today. We have a gap. My bad, this is not a gap, because it's a gap. This is a significant gap, right? Big gaps are not filled, usually are not filled at the first attempt, because this is a significant gap here. I would be very careful here if the market comes back inside this or below this level here. Um, I would expect maybe some sideways trading today after this movement. This kind of movements, it's not unusual to see consolidation or sideways trading here. But I am neutral. I am also neutral because this contract has little time, doesn't have much before it goes away and is replaced by June contract. Let's see how much volume this is having. 7,000 on June contract has 7,000 on Friday, Tuesday. This is weird. June is getting lower volume actually. This is really weird, man. I haven't seen this before. Let me tell you. The difference in volume is not that much, but the difference is not that much, but it is so. I think this is something that is catching my attention here. And I have 4,000, good, 11,000, but come on, man, going lower, 7,000 now Monday, 6,000. This is weird. This is it is just one piece of information that I have there. Nothing else. Nothing else. All right. Regarding the scheduled events for this week, we have GDP tomorrow, we have PCE on Thursday, and ISM on Friday as the most relevant or significant events that can bring some volatility to the market. The most important to me is PCE, followed by GDP tomorrow. Let's check something that was catching my attention yesterday. Is just take a look at this, what happened after the market closed. This is the 15-year bond. It was just having a bad day. Both markets were having a bad day. And it opened with a huge gap here. This gap trapped all these sellers here from this day, from yesterday. They are deep underwater now. And this is really weird. I don't know what happened. This maybe is news power, news related event, but I don't know really. Now, crude remains. This is it looks like short covering. Range, short covering. Is this going to trend lower? Now, dollar is back inside this range. Look at how many times was bought from this level here. This breakout to the upside now is support. Gold. I guess this has a lot to do with what Bitcoin is doing. The bond market is kind of like far from these levels, from the lows. Notice this high is pretty much matching this one, which in turn match this one as well. So now you have that. Now the major indices, what the major indices are doing. Now this is a trend. You can move this trend line here, trend line down here, or trend line up here. It's buying from the trend line. Again, how long is this going to last? Who knows? believe it or not, Nasdaq is still trending higher. No, the Nasdaq has not ended daily trend to the upside. Russell, who I don't know I don't know anybody who trades Russell, and the Dow has excess. Right, the previous high is support. Same thing happens in the ES here. Now the Dow and ES trade pretty similar. Now, going just to the ES, which is the market that I trade, there's no change in the monthly. I don't know what this 47 is. I think this is irrelevant now. Can this be support? No idea. In the monthly, it doesn't matter. For the monthly to change, for the trend to be, the markets there are no V-shaped markets, right? We have a range, breakout, trend, and for this market to end the current trend, it needs to take the previous period, the previous bar low out. Notice how far this market is from the low, and how close we are to end the day, to end the month. So it's very unlikely that this trend is going to end this month. More likely, if there is something down the road, there will be a short bar, a narrow range bar, which low can be easily taken. I don't see that happening now. The weekly, I don't like this. To me, these are signs of weakness in the weekly. Every time I'm seeing more and more the market being bought, being weak, bought from this high, and then being bought again. This low is poor and weak at the same time. The week has just started. This high here, because this is a range, right? This is a 2-week range from which we have a breakout here, and this is short-term support. What high is this? 66. Remember that number, 66.50. Right? This is short-term support here. This is questionable. This is questionable as well, and this one too. The 66.50 is the previous high. It's the previous all-time high this market has. Now notice how many times the market has made all new highs, right? $4,800, the 4,800 down here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 all-time highs already, right? And this movement, if I check the weekly, this could be misleading too. Because these are short weeks, and each time the market is having less and less volume. This is a breakout bar here. Notice the volume. It says, no, this could be good, but I don't know about this one. What about this one? That's better, right? It's the same. We have volume. The higher volume this market has is when the market actually had a break. Notice where volume is, right? The volume is in the short side here. Height 1 time frame higher, or the trend to the upside, was interrupted yesterday. It ended. But surprisingly, all surprise, the market was bought from the trend line. Very, very, very mechanical. Remember, now, there's another thing here. This is the current contract that expires this month. Next month, in two Fridays, 2 more weeks. And then it's going to be replaced by June contract. Okay, be aware of this. You have to be aware of this thing as well, because over here, if I check the June contract, look where 5,000 is. It's way down here, right? It's way down here. Can you see? 5,000 here. Where this is in the current contract? It's not that far. The old contract, I mean the new one is down here. Right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, kind of like around here. Let's check it again. Right? Way below this one, down here. Okay, pay attention to that too, you know, because this chart will replace the one that we are using now. You know, yeah, right now the market is kind of like struggling, having hard times going through the 5,000, and when this new contract comes next week or in 2 weeks, there will be nothing. Yeah, nothing to worry about. That the market will be far, you know, from that level, from 5,000. It happens all the time, but traders are not aware of that, you know. But you have, I mean, bigger time frame traders know about this, right? But short-term traders don't pay attention to this. The volume that these contracts, you can see, right? This high volume, but everything is relative. How many contracts? How much contracts we have? 7,000. It's 7,000, 5,000. This is not relevant, right? Don't look at the bars, but look at the volume here. This is in the millions, right? 1 million here, okay, that's different. What we have here. So the trends, there's an upside trend. No meaningful correction has happened. Market's trending higher. Right. Now checking, going a little bit deeper. This is something that we did already, right? When we open the stream, we start with this. Charts already. Now for today, I am very cautious about the short side. I am very, very cautious about the short side because all of this movement that was happening here didn't have the volume. One didn't have the volume. The most relevant level for me remains being this one and this one in the upper side. Okay. On what day was this? On Friday, we were talking about this market, what happened during the trading day. That as long as the market stays above this level, nothing changed relative to the previous day, right? Relative to Thursday. Now the market has taken this level, value is moving lower, it's overlapping to lower. The way how it's doing is very questionable, but also, okay, have this in mind. That this day wasn't, was really bad as well. Really bad, very this short-term trading, really, this is one of the weakest rallies I have ever seen. Now, the market or the overnight inventory is quite balanced now. Okay? We have settle here, we have good amount of trading that happen above settle, good amount of trading that happen below settle. These areas here, we talk about the 50-90, this area, mechanical selling from this area. First was buying there was some buying happening, and what was buying? Come on, come on, come on. No, the 51, right? There was some buying coming, selling coming, and the next level for me it is 90 as well, some kind of intraday reference here. It cannot be seen. Charts don't reflect that. We will see, or I can show you. Unfortunately, these charts are not updated, but you can see that here. Oh, come on, what happened here? What? Let me open this. Okay, this is the comparator, yes. All right, where's the 90? 90 is down, is this area here. This area is where we have a lot of volume. But notice how scattered the volume is. From yesterday, all over the place. It's not like this part, for example, very focused. You can see it here. You can also see it here, right? But this is all over the place. A really bad day. You can see nodes of volume, or high volume here. What happened yesterday? What can happen today is, if this market now, the scenarios, right? I think the short side has a high risk here because of this reference that we have in the upper side. The market can open here and shoot its way up to the 5100 again. If this doesn't happen, what we have below is this low that we have here. This could be an important reference. We still have 1A scenario in which the market tests or comes to this low, and relative to what happened, if the market can take this one or cannot, right? Ironically, both of them, not ironically, but both scenarios actually, aiming to the upside, because if this low is not taken, if this low is taken by 1 or 2 ticks, that will leave a low or a weak low here. I will target these levels here, and I will use these levels to monitor the market to the upside. But remember, we have market going to the downside right now, which is a rebalancing of this extremely long inventory. Okay, this happens all the time. Okay, this in the same way how there can be counteractions to overnight inventory, a counterreaction to short inventory is a rally, right? A counterreaction to long inventory is a break. Same thing happens here. This could be just a rebalancing or a counteraction of this long inventory in the bigger time frame. I don't expect much if that is the case. Is that the case? Who knows, right? Nobody knows that. I will come back to you after a couple of days or after a couple of weeks. I will tell you what was that. But by the time that happens, by the time I am able to tell you what it was, it will be too late, right? So that's why we focus just in the daily, in the present, and forget about what can happen, right? But it doesn't mean I am not going to have multiple scenarios in mind, and by doing that, I also use the market generated information to assess the risk of the long, the risk of the short, which scenario has better odds of developing. Yesterday, we have a rotational day, very, the market advertised rotation, the market delivered rotation. It was painfully to watch, and still I was trading. And I shouldn't have traded. In one moment I said, boy, if I do just what I say, I would be better, right? I had a negative day, I was really close to make it break even, but I insisted and I was negative. Not that much, but I know better. I know I could have, I could have, I think there wasn't a day to trade yesterday. It was very hard to trade yesterday. Or for me at least. I give, if the market opens and the market trades to the upside, this level, the 5100, becomes a really important reference. One, because it has multiple zeros on the right side. There's nothing there. No, or there's not actual value around this area, but traders give these century numbers some kind of magical value here. If there is something to the upside, I will see where that comes from, or come from. If this low is taking, be careful as well, because if it re-enters the range, it can target this upside. Okay, trading and building value below this level, below this reference, can target this low here. And remember, there is absolutely nothing underneath here. This is empty. Okay, if you check your market profiles or volume profile, you will see that there is nothing here. No significant blocks, there's nothing here. Nothing here. All right. But the way how this market is trading lower is, I don't feel good. I don't think the market has enough confidence, or sellers don't have confidence in whatever is happening here. This looks more like rebalancing than rebalancing on inventory that has got too long than a serious selling. It doesn't mean that it cannot go lower. Now, I have 3 minutes. Nasdaq. Where is Nasdaq? Here. Do I have Nasdaq? Yeah, I have Nasdaq here. I have these areas in Nasdaq. And the potential in Nasdaq to either size, is, how can I say this? The movement can be kind of very fast here, because there's a lot of volume here and here in these areas, here and here, and down here as well. And now the market has come through this area twice, and we have a really nice inside bar from yesterday. Inside bars, and checked value. What's happening with value here? Value higher, value inside previous day range. Right? So there's a trend here. There's a trend to the upside. The trend has not been broken here. This market is stronger than the ES. Okay, watch out. Be careful here shorting this market, because it doesn't have anything that can say right away that this is a lot of negative in this market. What else can say about your inventory? Inventory is also pretty much rebalanced, and notice where this market is going to open. Right at the center of previous day range. Okay, right at the center of previous day range, and there's no excess here. This is a poor high. 3 times was sold from that level. Very unlikely that this has good odds that the market is going to take this high. What can happen after this is we have a breakout on the inside bar. Lot of volume here, lot of volume here. So watch out to the upside if that is what happens. All right, you always have to monitor the market when you have a trade, and also when you don't have a trade. You always, I'm doing that all the time. I want to leave. Let me see if I can leave. Let me see if I leave. Oops. Let me see if I can leave this here, so I can see both markets what's happening. the nuance or something that I really don't find. I don't know what happened is that 15 years bond that has a significant gap to the upside. A lot of traders are watching that market. All right, the market is open. Let's see. Opening inside previously range is an advertisement for chop. Chop can be expensive. What I'm going to do here.